let me show you exactly how to create a wireframe inside Claritee. When you start inside Claritee, you have the option to click New Project. Let's click Start from Scratch and enter a name for your project. Click Start. First, you're going to see what's called the map view, which is a layout of all the pages that you're working on. So when you have multiple pages, you can add blank pages like this by clicking blank and arranging your pages into a map of their hierarchy. But let me show you how to make the wireframe on a single page. Select the page you want to work on and just click Layout. Now you're going to go into the wireframe view. Now from here, if this is a free account, you can use all of these options on the side at the top to create your wireframe. So for example, I can click text and I can click into the section and I can now change the size of that. So let's say I want to add 30 as a size. I can increase it up here if I want. And let's add a nice headline here. We can add placeholder images from the side by clicking this image button and clicking into the section I'm working on. And now I can drag and resize that. I'm going to make this section a little bigger. Now let's add a nice subheadline. Let's make this 25. We can control the settings for the default sizes by clicking over here in Settings at the bottom left, going to Text, and changing these sizes. So let's add a nice subheading here. Now, if you want to use AI to write with, you can select your text, click AI, write in your prompt there, specify about how many words you're trying to generate, and click Generate. And now you have a subheadline that's written. Click Replace. You can resize this a bit, and now you have this nice subheadline. I'm going to make that a little smaller. Now, if I want to add something like a button, I can use this shape and I can add my text inside. Now, if I want to group these together so that they're nice and laid out properly and centered, I can select both of them by holding Shift and selecting both, or simply holding Shift and dragging over both of them. And then I can either click up here or press Control G on a Mac or Command G on a PC. And now that's grouped together. Now I can move that button around like that. So I can add a new section by clicking down here and starting to work on a new section. Maybe this will be a logo area showing my customers. Now another nice trick is if you hold Command on a Mac or Control on a PC and you drag from the corner, it will maintain your sizing, your aspect ratio. So here I have a nice circle, and as I drag that, that's going to remain a circle. So that can be really useful. So I can also select, I can copy and paste or duplicate. So let's duplicate this a few times, and I'm right clicking here to bring up this menu, and then I have the duplicate option. You can also press Command D on a Mac or Control D on a PC and go ahead and duplicate that. So there's several other options on the top here. I can add some fill, for example, by clicking Fill, selecting Fill again with the checkbox, choosing my color and the opacity. Now I can turn something into a link by clicking, for example, here on the button and adding a link up here. I can either link directly to a different page, or I can manually add the URL here and click Add, and that will link to that URL. Now, if I want to add custom images, let's say instead of this placeholder, I want a custom image, I can go ahead and click backspace to remove that. I can come over here to the Images panel on the left. I can select Unsplash, and I can search for a image in the Unsplash library. Let's go ahead and select that, add it. And now that appears on the side, and I can drag and drop, and the image is now visible. If I want to see the images in color, I'll go over here to the left, click settings, and I'll go up to color, and I'll choose images in color. I can also change the theme of my canvas with the various options. Now, when I'm done with this, I can share it by going up here at the top and clicking share link, and I can select which pages I want to have visible. So let's say I only want page 1 that I've worked on to be visible in this link. And let's say I don't want them to see the sitemap or the design, just the layout. So I select all those options, copy link, and now I will get a link that anybody can view. You don't need to log in to view it. I can also choose if I want to have that link expire in a certain amount of time before I copy the link. Now, one more thing, I can invite members if I want to collaborate with people. I can click up here in the top right and add their email and choose their level of access, whether they're going to be just a viewer or a full collaborator, and invite them that way. And I can also add comments over here on the left, clicking that button and then clicking anywhere I want and adding a comment, clicking post, and it will appear over here with the comments. Now, if I want to view the comments while I'm working, I can click show comments on canvas, and then I will see all the comments while I'm still able to work. Some of the advanced features we offer for paid subscribers is, number 1, the use of all of these pre-built sections. So if you want to use any of these, you can just drag and drop them into the canvas and they are already built. For example, this form that's already built for you, you can use that with the drag and drop. In addition, you have all these special elements, so buttons and different arrows and badges and graphs and things like that that you can use. You also have a whole library of icons that you can use. You can save sections to your container, to your library, and reuse them again and again. And you can also use AI to generate entire sections or even generate an entire page. In addition, you can turn the wireframe into a working design with code that you can edit, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript that's fully editable. It's a working page. You can publish it. You can use a custom domain, and you can even use this as a real landing page and get people to sign up with forms, use links. It's a full website. It's a full page that you can publish and use, that the UI is built with AI just by clicking this create design button, and then you can edit the code afterwards to fine tune it. If you upgrade and you click just on this upgrade button, and you will have all the options to view here. And that's it. I hope you enjoy using Claritee.